modulators. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions with soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Looking to throw on second down. Womack firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Packers nothing. Cade York to kick off for the
Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. This complete to David Bell. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They run it again with Chubb.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Harris will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To throw on second down, Womack.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down, Womack. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready?
He's coming, check in. Mike 28, Mike.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike 20.
Black Ultra. Ready, go.
On first down, Womack. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He's not going to get me.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Blaster, stay.
28, Mike, he's coming.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 28. Right here.
Yellow, go. Needle blue.
28, Mike.
Ready.
Back to throw. Womack. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Blue striker.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, set.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
They'll set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Six. Mega.
A final shot before break. Womack.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Womack being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you. When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Womack. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Yellow, zoom.
Operating from the gun. Womack. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 134 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Dancing to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Here we go. The Browns will go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give running right is Chubb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Wait. Hey, Grant.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling. there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the twist.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Yeah, that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
Come on. 19 Sergeant, 19 Sergeant.
Chubb. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable